Hello and welcome to InfoDocs, an online company secretarial software. We're going to take you through just some of our features and show you some of the ways that we can benefit you. We are directly integrated with CIPC, so any transaction which you do with us will reflect on CIPC and vice versa. To get started, let's log in. Here we have our portfolio, where any companies we've already added will appear. Things like their registration number, financial year end, and next annual return date are at the tips of your fingers. To add a company, just click Add Company. I'm going to search for a company with a registration number, but you can also search for their name as well as the director's ID. You can also create a new company registration by just clicking here, or do a manual add by clicking here. Let's search for this company. Here is our company. Let's click Preview. Okay, so now that we have it, all we have to do is click Add Company and it will be pulled through. For the purposes of this demonstration though, I want to use Alphabet. So here on the left hand side, we have things like the registration number, income tax number, VAT number, and incorporation date, as well as the financial year end. We're also shown our key dates, as well as alerts and notifications from CIPC. Under Actions, we have our File Annual Return, File Beneficial Ownership, Approve Financials, View Company Registers, and View CIPC Transactions. I'll come back to both of these in a moment. Let's show you the Company tab just quickly. Here we can store information that's not only pulled through from CIPC, but we can also add in information under here. If we go back to the first tab though, there's some actions that we can perform. We can change the registered address as well as change the company name. Under administration, we have more actions. We can update company admin, appoint the auditor, calculate the BEE level, and calculate public interest. There's other things like diary dates, which are quite handy, as well as contact details for the principal contact of the company you're working with. Under directors, we can appoint a director or an officer. And then here's where the magic happens. Let's create our first share class. Okay, let's name it. And then we can add in various information that we would like. I'm going to keep it pretty simple. Let's add our first shareholder. I'm going to create a shareholder that's an individual, but you can add a company or trust, which I will get back to. I'm going to add Josh. I've already entered in his details previously on another company, so it pulls through all of his information without me having to find it. I'm going to give him 500 shares. This generates an ordinary resolution as well as a share certificate. Let me show you. Here's the ordinary resolution. It puts in any information we might need as well as any signatories we might need. The share certificate is here. Okay, and if we go back to our company, let's add our next and last shareholder for this company. We'll create new shareholder, and this time I'm going to create a company. I've already added my company that's the shareholder and done their share structure. It's on my portfolio, so I'm just going to pull it through. It's Berkshire Hathaway, and I just need to click next and assign them their shares. I'm going to give them the rest of the shares. I don't want to add an amount paid or price per share right now, but I could do that if I wanted to. Okay, now we can look at our shareholders and view our beneficial owners. Here's our diagram. You can see that our company Alphabet is owned by 50% Josh, 50% Berkshire Hathaway. Berkshire Hathaway is owned by Nadia and this trust. So back to Alphabet. We also have the Documents tab. Please remember that this is on a subscription company, so you can access the Share Classes and Documents tab. With a pay-as-you-go company, these two are locked, so you can't add more than one share class, and you can't access this tab. From here, we can add in any documents that we want to save. We can view our template library. Let me show you the PDFs. So anything that's generated will be put here. And what's really nice is that if I maybe made a mistake on, say, this mandate and I change the details, then this will also be updated. Another great feature is the Word templates. So I can take any of these many templates that we have and I can download them and I can change them to suit whatever I need. Back to our dashboard though, let's file beneficial ownership. It's as easy as clicking file. Here we can see all the information I have is approved, and I could add any further beneficial ownership if I needed to. Select next, enter any contact details, and then it'll prompt us to submit documents. You can just choose file. For this demonstration, I'm just going to add my little sample PDFs. What's also really nice is this is sent to you via email. So if something happens and I get off track, I can just click on the email and upload my documents there. Okay, so now we get a success pop-up, can close, and then for the purposes of this demonstration, normally it would take a day or so for that beneficial ownership to come through. So I'm going to click File Annual Return, and I'm going to enter in my annual turnover. So I'm going to select Nadia as the director, click Next, and make sure all my information is correct. Select my location and proceed. I'll get to a paywall where I can pay. I'm going to click out of it, and that's it. We also get sent any relevant information to the email so you can keep up with everything, as well as track through the view CIPC transactions over here. Okay, let's look at the account section quickly. We can edit our account details, update billing details, and manage users. Let me show you this. So from here, I can add users, and I can select what access they have. So if I want someone to just be able to view, say a director of a company, to just be able to view, then I can select whatever I want from here. I can edit it completely to suit my needs. Say if I have someone working with me, I can give them access to everything, or if it, like I say, it's a director, then I can just give them view access of just their company. But it's very much, you can tailor it to your own needs. You can also, again, view those CIPC transactions. You can view your invoices, and manage subscriptions is a great new feature where it's as simple as selecting or deselecting to be subscribed. Of course, we want to keep it subscribed. Okay. And that is a very basic breakdown of InfoDocs. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to submit a ticket at help.infodocs.co.za, where we'll be so happy to help you.